The year was 1922. Deep within the unforgiving Sahara Desert, an Egyptian expedition stumbled upon an ancient tomb. The tomb lay undisturbed beneath the sands, untouched for millennia. Inside, amongst the hieroglyphs and treasures, they discovered something extraordinary. It was a papyrus, its dark ink still vibrant against the papyrus's aged yellow. Little did they know, this papyrus held a secret. This was not just any historical artifact, it was a map. A map that led not to a lost city or a buried treasure, but to something far more incredible. The hieroglyphs on the papyrus were unlike anything the Egyptologists had ever encountered. They whispered of 7 colossal pyramids. But these pyramids were not the familiar sandstone structures of Egypt. These were described as being constructed of a black, obsidian-like stone. Stranger still, the papyrus placed these pyramids not in the desert, but in the most unexpected location imaginable, the North Pole. The ancient text spoke of these pyramids as more than just monuments. They were gateways, portals to other dimensions. The papyrus, now known as the Scroll of Thutmose after its discoverer, ignited a firestorm of debate within the academic community. Some dismissed it as an elaborate hoax, a fanciful tale spun by ancient storytellers. Others saw it as a genuine artifact, a key to unlocking a hidden chapter in human history. The Scroll of Thutmose became a subject of intense study and speculation. The most intriguing aspect of the papyrus was its description of the pyramid's purpose. According to the hieroglyphs, these black pyramids were not tombs or monuments, but stargates or doorways to the gods. They were built with advanced technology, far beyond the capabilities of the ancient Egyptians. The papyrus suggested these pyramids were created by beings from another world who visited Earth long ago. It spoke of a time when the North Pole was a lush paradise, and these beings used the pyramids to travel between dimensions. The Scroll of Thutmose remained a subject of academic debate for decades. It wasn't until 1972 that a determined explorer took it upon himself to uncover the truth. His name was Jonathan Hargrave, a British historian and adventurer with a thirst for the unknown. Hargrave was a man of contradictions, a scholar who craved adventure, an intellectual driven by an almost childlike sense of wonder. Hargrave had always been drawn to the mysteries of the past, but the Scroll of Thutmose spoke to something deep within him. He pored over the ancient text, learning to decipher its cryptic message. He studied astronomy, ancient cultures, and even fringe theories of alien contact, seeking any clue that could lead him to the pyramids. Hargrave was convinced that the Scroll of Thutmose was more than just a myth, and he was determined to prove it to the world. After years of meticulous planning and preparation, Hargrave assembled a team of like-minded adventurers and embarked on a perilous expedition to the North Pole. Their journey was fraught with danger. They faced treacherous ice floes, blinding snowstorms, and sub-zero temperatures that tested the limits of human endurance. But Hargrave's resolve never wavered. As their icebreaker ship cut through the icy waters, they faced their own mortality daily. The constant threat of hypothermia, frostbite, and the crushing pressure of the ice tested their courage, yet they pressed on, driven by Hargrave's unwavering belief and the tantalizing possibility of discovering something truly extraordinary. The crew faced mutiny, equipment failure, and the psychological strain of isolation, but Hargrave, with his quiet determination and unwavering belief in their mission, held the team together. Section 5. The Enigma of the 7 Pyramids. After weeks of relentless pushing, braving the harshest conditions on Earth, they finally reached their destination. There, shrouded in a perpetual twilight, stood the 7 black pyramids. They were even more awe-inspiring than the papyrus described. The sight of the pyramids, stark and black against the endless white, was more awe-inspiring than anyone could have imagined. They were colossal, dwarfing even the Great Pyramid of Giza. The obsidian-like material from which they were constructed seemed to absorb the scant light, radiating an eerie, otherworldly aura. Hargrave and his team spent weeks studying the pyramids, carefully documenting their dimensions, orientation, and the strange symbols etched into their surfaces. They discovered that the pyramids were not arranged randomly, but aligned with specific celestial bodies, mirroring constellations in the night sky. The symbols, unlike any known language, seemed to vibrate with an unseen energy. Section 6. When the sky lit up. One night, as the team huddled in their tents, battered by a fierce blizzard, something incredible happened. The sky above the pyramids erupted in an array of vibrant colors. Swirling vortexes of green, purple, and blue pulsed like a heartbeat, casting dancing shadows across the ice. Auroras, more vivid and complex than any ever recorded, painted the night sky. The air crackled with energy, and the pyramids themselves seemed to hum in response to the celestial display. Hargrave, his face illuminated by the otherworldly light, watched in awe and terror as the very fabric of reality seemed to warp and twist. He believed he was witnessing the activation of the stargates, the opening of portals to other dimensions. Section 7. Vanished without a trace. The next morning, the storm subsided and an eerie silence descended upon the camp. The auroras vanished as quickly as they had appeared. The sun, a pale disk in the sky, cast long, distorted shadows across the endless ice. But something was terribly wrong. Jonathan Hargrave was gone. He had vanished without a trace, leaving behind only his journal and the echo of his obsession. His tent stood undisturbed, his belongings untouched. The only sign that he had ever been there was his journal, left open on his makeshift desk. The last entry, written in a hurried hand, spoke of a humming sound emanating from the pyramids and a feeling of overwhelming dread. His final words were a frantic scribble. "They are opening!" Section 8. Unanswered questions. To this day, no one knows what happened to Jonathan Hargrave. Some believe that he was lost in the storm, his body swallowed by the unforgiving Arctic landscape. Others whisper that he was driven mad by his obsession, wandering into the wilderness to his death. But there are those who believe that Hargrave found what he was looking for. They believe that he stepped through one of the portals into a realm beyond human comprehension. The mystery of the Black Pyramids and Jonathan Hargrave's disappearance remains one of the most intriguing unsolved puzzles of our time. Did an advanced civilization truly exist in Earth's distant past? Are the Black Pyramids gateways to other dimensions? And what became of the man who dared to unlock their secrets? Perhaps one day the answers will be revealed. Until then, the legend of the lost explorer and the Black Pyramids of the North Pole continue to captivate our imagination, a stark reminder of the vast unknown that lies beyond the fringes of our understanding.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive updates. See you next time.